Hey guys, what's up? I'm here in Brazil, and Jerry, enjoying a delicious meal over here, beautiful views, and amazing friends. We have Lynn here.
Hello.
And we have Flo.
What's up, guys?
So this guy's pretty crazy. We met in Barcelona a few weeks ago. Well, that wasn't the first time, but we met for a lunch that turned into a, I would say, 6-hour mastermind. You know, we had many great ideas, and then the next morning you're about to go on the Nomad Cruise. And we said, Flo, why don't you fly to Brazil and join us? Took him 5 minutes to book a flight, right? And now we are here. And how do you feel? How do you feel about this place?
I love it. I love it. I wouldn't have discovered it if it just didn't go with my spontaneity and my intuition.
Gotta go with the intuition.
And
right?
now I learned to kite. It's a fucking epic spot to do kite surfing. So.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit? By the way, I'm putting him on the spot. Like, we didn't plan this video. I just pulled out of my phone. But one interesting thing about Flo is that he has a different approach to business than most people. So most people think, okay, how can I work more to achieve more, right? But this guy has a little bit different mindset. Can you share a little bit how you view business nowadays?
Well, obviously, first off, you have to say I've been in the normal mindset a long time, and it was a little bit against my nature. And I think right now I have the mindset I don't want to do hustle. I don't want to hustle. I don't want to get the thing and force myself to do things which I'm not good at. So now I'm thinking about ways to get out, to pull myself out, to put systems in place, processes in place that just run by itself. And I can do what I can do best, connecting dots, connecting people, and just be.
So what do you think? What's the biggest mistake that entrepreneurs make when they start a business? Because many people have this dream, right? They're ready for our work week, like us, right? And they say, okay, I'm gonna quit the corporate, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna travel the world, and I'm gonna be free. And then something happens, right? And they start making money, but eventually they're usually trapped in the beast of their own design. So what would you say is the biggest mistake that people make when they start a business?
I mean, starting a business is never a mistake, first of all. I think it's a lot of experimentation, and you learn what you're good at and what you're not good at. But if that drags and over years, and you're not honest with yourself, I'm fucking good at this, but I'm fucking suck at this.
Yeah.
If you cover it and hide it and just like hustle, that's a big mistake. That's one I did a long time. So
interesting. You know, interesting thing about Flo is that he is here kite surfing, chilling, and he actually told me like 10 minutes ago that he doesn't even use his laptop. He said, hey, what do you think? How often do I open my laptop while being here? And I said, knowing you, probably one time. And he said, exactly one time. So I'm wondering, it seems like you're very productive. You're getting shit done. Businesses are working for you, but it doesn't seem like you are working and grinding. What is the secret?
dude, there's no secret, man. Everybody asks you, what is the secret?
Tell everyone. Tell them the secret. No, but
look, what my approach is to everything. Like, I'm right now like productive in my own way, I would say. But I have an awesome, epic team, which I put in place because I don't know, somehow picked up how to pick people, how to enable them, how to motivate them, and how they can work together.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I have this team. And I'm like, my mindset is not, I don't put ego in the business anymore, which I did in the past. I did put a lot of ego. It was like, okay, I have to be the boss, I have to be this and this and this, and I want to control everything. And now I'm like, I'll just be honest, what do I want this business for? What can I do well and what not? And I'm like, all right, I'm not the boss. Everybody's the boss. So I've made everybody CEO in their own. And I'm like, guys, I give you everything. I'm your coach. That's my mindset right now. And they just like, it just seems to work awesomely well. And I just love it. This is what I do best. I can enable people and yeah, this is one of my strengths I found. And so as an advice, I think just figure out what you're good at, what you're not good at, and just be deadly honest with you.
And it seems like, this is super interesting, it seems like the more control, the more responsibility you give to people, right? The more autonomy you give to people who work for you, the smarter they become.
Oh, yes.
Right? So when you're trying to control people, when you have a team of 5 and you always want to tell them what to do and you always need to get their fucking reports and oversee everything, make sure everything is running smoothly, that's when almost feels like people are using some of their IQ because they assume, okay, the big boss will control everything. If I fail, if I fuck up, the big boss will fix it. But it seems like the moment you put yourself out of the equation and you give people a lot of power and responsibility, and most importantly, trust. You tell them, hey, listen, mistakes happen. Just go with the flow. just trust your intuition, and if you fuck up, it's okay. You know, just learn from it, and I give you the autonomy. Seems like people get smarter, right?
There's also like this, I don't know the name of it, I think it's called teacher effect in a way. They did this experiment with teachers which were told, oh, these students are really, really good and these students are really, really bad, like an IQ test or something. And interesting enough, they had the same IQ in the test, but the people who the teacher were thinking they're really good were just doing better because they had this mindset, oh, they're awesome, they're great.
Yeah.
So that you can use for yourself. You can just like enable people and think like, hey, they figured out, they're great people. And when the more, again, it goes hand in hand with what you said, the more responsibility, trust you give them, and confidence you put in them, the better they are.
Super interesting. Yeah, it feels like it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it can be either positive or negative. Same way you talk to yourself in your own mind. You know, I always say that the most important conversation you will ever have is not the one with your boss or your coworker or even with your family members. The most important conversations you will ever have in your life are the conversations you will have with yourself, right? We all have the internal dialogue. When you assume that you can do something, that you have enough power to get something done, it usually happens. You're usually empowered and you get shit done. When you say to yourself, I probably cannot do it, I don't have enough abilities, capacities, experience, that's usually when you fail, right? Now, speaking of hiring people, just a quick one, I'm super interested in this. I feel like many people watching this, and by the way, this is a totally spontaneous video, I just got an impulse and I pulled out my phone and they're like, what the hell are you doing? But whoever's watching this, I know that many people are thinking, okay, I want to hire a bunch of people, I need some help in my business, but I know my business and nobody does things as good as me. How can I find people that I can trust? So, question for you, how do you find good people
That's
to
a
work
super
for you?
good question. To be absolutely that honest, I don't know it. No, really. I mean, I stumble upon people, like on my lifestyle, I stumble upon people and I just pick them and just see, okay, that works. But the other thing as well is, even though I could do certain things in business better than some people within, but it's cool. I let them do it, even if they just close 70% of the sales or do it 70% that well that I would do the thing. It's good for me because I'm out of the equation. They get better, and we build up systems. So if I never let anybody do and fail, the thing would never like fly off. So
Interesting.
that's my mindset behind it. I think it's not. It doesn't have to be a perfect system right away, but it just gets perfect with doing it. People learn. I see it as a learning. Like every business is a learning for everybody within.
Super interesting. And just to add to this, yesterday we were driving here in this 4x4 car with actually Johannes, the founder of the Nomad Cruise. We had a great conversation, like 5 hours of masterminding. And it's super interesting. You know, he said that when you hire people, instead of just always going to external resources, going to Upwork or Freelancer, look for people within your circle, you know? And that's what he does, and it's amazing, right? You, for example, you attend a conference or you attend some type of mastermind. You have so many amazing people around you that you connect with. Why not find people there? And now I started embracing this approach. And at the Nomad Cruise, for example, there are 500 entrepreneurs, and I met so many people who could potentially work with me or for me, and it's amazing. And a few years ago, I wouldn't be thinking like this. I was stuck in this paradigm of, if I want to hire someone, I have to post a job listing and hire somebody on Upwork. But it doesn't work like this. You can find so many amazing people in your existing circle, right? Final question before we get into the food and the drinks. And Lynn is there, you know. If you could give advice to yourself, you could go back in time and just talk to your 18 years old self and give that person that, you know, some life lesson that you wish you knew before, what would it be?
Trust your guts and don't mind.
Trust your gut feeling.
Trust your guts and just don't mind what happens.